Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Austin Bats and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Bats and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they interplay here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for our visiting Austin ball club, they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form, winners of 6 of their last 8. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what did the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, Mooney. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. On 2nd down now, Mooney. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
Now Mitchell to throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jimenez. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Set, 8, read. Right.
They'll run on first down. Mooney. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Mitchell now to throw on second down. It's complete to Watt. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Looking to throw. Mitchell toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
4 down. To 49.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job. Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Ready? 18 games.
From the gun on third down. Black throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Black. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Operating from the gun. Black. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Back to throw. Black. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Mike 50. You better be afraid of me. You better.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on second down. Black firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. On third down, Black, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's Mitchell throwing on third and long. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. On second down, Mooney. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Ready, break.
He's taken down at the 32's the mic right there. 52's the mic.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free.
We got this.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Black. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
To throw on 2nd down. Black looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
We playing to win. Let's go.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down. Black. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Black. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I know you felt that one.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They come out here in the I. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Mitchell looking to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Mitchell completes it to Watt. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw. Mitchell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jimenez. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll have to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Sunday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Black. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Black. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Black. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. To throw is Mitchell from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Mitchell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Mitchell. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now Mitchell throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ain't too soft. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check 31, check 31. Ready?
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. Black. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Ready, set. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, Black. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Throwing on 1st down, Black. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Ready. 70, Indy. 50, you got nothing. Come. You got nothing. Let's go.
On 1st down, Black. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Black. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Black. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now this throw caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Mitchell now on first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Jimenez. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Back to throw. Mitchell. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Mitchell throwing on fourth down. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Ready?
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Ready? HP Gator.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for our visitors, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north.